Welcome to the Chamber Buzz on Education. I'm Cindy Bennett, Executive Director of STEP, the Strategic Twin Counties Educational Partnership. My guests today are Wendy Marlowe and Will Vandermeulen from Nash Community College. Our topic, Industrial and Advanced Manufacturing, and the connection to our community and to education. Today we're speaking with staff from Nash Community College, Will and Wendy, and our topic is Industrial and Advanced Manufacturing. And when we consider the opportunities for our students as well as the community at large here in the Twin Counties area, we really do have a lot to offer, wouldn't you say, Will?
Absolutely.
And Will, if I could begin with you, and if you would tell us just a little bit about the IAM program, the Industrial and Advanced Manufacturing program with Nash Community College and Nash Public Schools. So tell us how that started here in the area.
Well, it started probably about 3 years ago, where we kind of realized, we had always realized that there's a changing skills gap. Then Cummins Rocky Mountain Engine Plant came to us, and they talked about how they're going to be losing close to 400 people in the next 10 years or so. And so we all, in the school system is a key partner, all of that. So all of us kind of came together saying we need to do something about it. And so that's how this IAM Academy was formulated. And so we kind of progressed from there, trying to find out curriculums, and then just recently we now have scholarships for those particular programs.
You know, it really is amazing when we consider the opportunities for students here in this community. We have major business and industry here, Cummins, the Rocky Mountain Engine Plant being one, Hospira, Bridgestone, Firestone, and the list goes on and on. And so I think when we consider the opportunities that Nash Community College has really ratcheted up and says, you know, we want to do what we can, not only for the students and the community at large, but also for business and industry, who they have already begun to recognize their potential needs in the future. So tell me a little bit about what advanced manufacturing actually is.
Well, the whole myth and kind of what advanced manufacturing was it's dark and dirty, and it's production jobs and kind of hands-on. That has all changed. All of that with the economy change, and I think Wendy will agree to this, has become more mechanized. And people talk about there's no jobs in the area. Well, there are jobs in the area, but it's all high skill, because everything that used to have people doing a lot of production has now, there's a lot of robotics, a lot of electronics, and so we're having to skill to that higher level. So there are jobs, but they need to be skilled jobs.
So I think really part of the educational issues here would be helping the community to recognize that manufacturing isn't what it was for our grandparents or great-grandparents. It really is a different world today, and we do have a lot of opportunities for our students here in the Twin Counties area. So if I am a student in Nash Rocky Mountain Public Schools, what type of information or resources are available to me so that I am aware of this IAM, Industrial Advanced Manufacturing Program?
Every high school in Nash Rocky Mountain Public Schools has a career development counselor. They're very well versed in the IAM Academy. But the bigger issue is we have an IAM website, and that's at www.nashcc.edu/IAM. And it'll list out, and I brought some visuals here, but it has out what all the pathways are, basically how you go through the program. These are all on the website. And then this is just some information about advanced manufacturing and the stereotypes of what that is about. And kind of showing.
So tell me some of the key numbers that I'm seeing here. What, as a student now, as a middle school or secondary level student, what's going to get my attention and make me see that I have a career possibility, some opportunities here in the Twin Counties area?
I would say the first thing is the change from modern to the old way, the new way, because they're all thinking it's this kind of dirty production job.
Right.
The other thing is just the skill wages. You hear $63,000. I think, we had conversations at our IAM meetings that we have, that there are some industrial systems technology people that, of course, they work a lot of overtime, they work weekends,
Right.
but they're making over $100,000.
And that's amazing when you consider in a community where oftentimes folks feel that the jobs are very limited, and students really struggle with career opportunities and choices. The career development counselors that you mentioned, are they in all of the middle schools here in Nash Rocky Mount Public Schools? Are they secondary level? So tell me at the school what level of resources are available to make sure that our students are informed of what you at Nash Community can offer to us.
Really the bridge for advanced manufacturing and the IAM Academy, and that's also on this webpage, is it starts in the 9th grade. And so it's really in the high schools where they would get this information. And then on that same webpage, these are just pathways that show basically what you need to do from the 9th grade on.
And it's important to point out that although the classes that the students take will begin in the 9th grade, in the past year and a half, Cummins Rocky Mount Engine Plant, certainly Nash Community College, has done a wonderful job of collaborating and getting out to not only all the middle schools to talk about this initiative, but also the elementary schools, because we recognize that as young as possible to go ahead and start talking about what you want to do and what is available right here in Nash County in our backyard.
And I totally agree with you. It's important not only to make sure that our high school students are informed, our middle school students have an understanding of the opportunities that they might have once they attend select their high school, but elementary kids need to know that there are opportunities right here. So even if they choose in their future career path to go to a community college or a four-year institution, wherever that selection may take them, they can come back home for a job. And I think that's important. Not only is it important that we inform our students, our teachers, our counselors, we want our parents and other community members to be aware of this information as well. So when students design their four-year plan for high school, they could select a career path. Where would this career path take them?
It would depend. There's 8 different career paths on the IAM: industrial systems, welding, electrical, electronics. There's what's going to be called mechatronics, which has the robotics in it. We're just now formulating a pathway for logistics. And so it's a wide variety.
It is. It really is wide open. So we're going to take a break now for just a moment, but join us as we come back and continue to talk about the career paths that are available and some other opportunities that we have with advanced manufacturing through Nash Community College in partnership with our local schools.
This is more than just about business. It's about the future of Nash County and our surrounding area. We're growing in the next 5 years, and we're going to need hundreds of local, young, talented employees to fill those positions.
Manufacturing products for the healthcare industry requires scientists, engineers, accountants, laboratory technicians, and a host of other roles on a daily basis. We also require a highly skilled workforce to maintain our state-of-the-art equipment and manufacturing facilities.
We're looking for highly skilled employees that can build flight-critical product, that keep our military personnel safe, that keep friends and family safe when they fly. That fuel control is that heartbeat of the engine, so it's critical that we find the right skilled employees to help build the product.
It's all about skilled labor and manufacturing. People who have the skills to operate high-tech equipment can make the same or more money than jobs that require a 4-year college degree.
Welcome back as we continue our conversation with Will Vandermeulen and Wendy Marlowe from Nash Community College. Our topic, Industrial and Advanced Manufacturing. Thank you again both for being here and for what Nash Community College does for our community. Wendy, could you and I have a conversation about some of the industries in the community that Nash Community College is actually working with in this Industrial and Advanced Manufacturing program?
Absolutely. One of my main roles at the community college is to work with the corporate entity, and we work with any company in Nash County, either the larger corporations such as Cummins, Rocky Mount Engine Plant, Hospira, as well as the smaller mom and pop type shops. Now, we can offer training to any company for any reason, but there are a variety of ways that we can do that. And if a company is a manufacturer and has a NAICS code, then we can also put together projects for those companies. And those projects can be based on employer needs, such as productivity enhancement. If a new company is coming to town and they need our help for training, we're often at the table at the very beginning of those conversations. Sometimes what we offer with the community college system is the decision maker on whether they decide to locate in North Carolina and obviously in Nash County. So we're excited to be a part of that incentive package, and Nash Community College and the North Carolina Community College System is known as the training entity for industries in our state. So, of course, Cummins, again, is a champion partner with us, has been for a long time. We enjoy a wonderful relationship with those folks. We're typically out at the training center providing any kind of training, from your leadership training to your Microsoft Office training to your very specific skill level robotics training. Right. We work tremendously with Hospira. In fact, we have a customized industry training project with Hospira. It's a 3-year project that's worth over $1 million in training to the company. We're working with DRACA, New Standard Corporation. You may have heard that NutCal is a new company that has landed in Nash County. That decision was made about a year ago, and we have worked with those folks to get their entry-level employees up to speed. We provide safety training, forklift training, first aid, CPR. just a tremendous amount of training. And so the list goes on and on. Honeywell is one of our corporate sponsors.
So the college does a lot for education in this community.
Absolutely.
Education of the community, and also very specific training for business and industry.
Exactly.
And I think that's very powerful. You know, we touched briefly on the misconceptions about manufacturing, and one thing that I have noticed in my tenure with STEP here is that the community college is really supporting our public schools and other educational entities here in the community, helping folks to understand what manufacturing really is and the opportunities that are here. Oftentimes, Will and Wendy, when we think about, high-paying jobs, we think that it involves many years of higher education and lots of training. While all of that is important and it has its place, talk to us a little, either of you, about high skill positions and high pay. What's the relationship now as it relates to some of the business and industry here? In other words, I want a good job when I graduate from high school with a good salary so I can maintain a high standard of living. I want a good quality of life. What are some opportunities that I have in the Twin Counties area in advanced manufacturing? We started talking about career paths. Maybe you could give us a little more information on some of the high school career paths that would lead to a degree at the college.
I kind of previously mentioned industrial systems technology. It springs to mind because it's a multi-skill. It's like, it used to be what a maintenance mechanic was,
Right.
But there's so many more skills involved with that now. You have to know about robotics. You have to know about programmable logic, all the electronics that run the robots that are now doing a lot of the work. Those are the skills that you have to have. It also encompasses welding. It encompasses a little bit of machining. So you're getting a little bit of each of these. All these skills combined into one degree.
And it's such opportunity for our students. We talk about STEM careers, science, technology, engineering, and math. And these are career opportunities for males and females, for anyone. Even if they might even have a current degree and might be working in a plant or an industry here, you folks at Nash still have some opportunities where they could take continuing ed courses or other degree or certification area courses. Because Wendy, am I correct that some of these jobs actually do not require a degree, but maybe a specific certification?
You're absolutely correct.
Give us an example, please.
The HVAC.
Okay.
Heating, venting, air conditioning. We offer the 2-year associate degree program, but we also offer the certification programs. We offer that on the continuing education side, as you mentioned. And those certifications are typically short term, a semester long to 6 months. And some people need that certification to move up in their current job. They may have their foot in the door, and by earning that certification, they're able to move up both with their job title and in their money.
Sure.
And it makes a difference. And so we have a lot of incumbent workers that come back to us and don't necessarily want the 2-year degree program and all of that commitment, but we also have several classes that we run concurrent at the college. So they may be curriculum offerings with curriculum instruction, but say if there's a class of 20, we'll reserve 5 of those seats for continuing education students. So again, they'll get that same education, but not going through the whole process of becoming a curriculum student.
And again, I go back to the offerings, the opportunities here in this community. So if we go back through and we look at the very beginning of the educational spectrum, it's important that we inform and educate early learners, elementary kids, on career opportunities in this region. I know that Nash Rocky Mount and other business and industry or educational organizations have been involved in events such as Cars and Careers, where the vehicles go to the school and we talk about the type of job that the worker who might drive this vehicle has, whether it's police or firemen. But it's really nice to be able to expand the career opportunities in the mind of a young child and helping them to understand the opportunities. Middle school, we have with these industrial advanced manufacturing programs with STEP and Nash Community College as well as Nash Rocky Mount Public Schools IAM, Industrial Advanced Manufacturing meetings on a monthly basis. Will, tell us a little bit about a takeaway from one of those meetings.
It's a great, I guess, a review of every project of how we can get involved at the elementary school when there's open houses. And then we have coming up in April, we have the Advanced Manufacturing Week with the system office, and we kind of put on over time a yearly schedule of how we're going to get the information out, how we're going to get the information out, as you said, to those parents, because that's really the key. Once they realize of the opportunities, they'll tell their son or daughter, you're going to do this, because it's a good deal. Yes. It's a good deal for them.
It is. One thing, and our time is almost up, as we consider opportunities for our community. You mentioned, Wendy, scholarships.
Yes.
So would you or Will, one, please share with us some of the scholarship possibilities for students who need to know this information, but for parents who also are very interested in scholarship information?
Well, I'll give an overview. There is scholarships that companies offer, and they're called work-study scholarship programs. And again, it started at Cummins several years ago. But Cummins will select 6 to 8 students that are in the advanced manufacturing pathways at the college in those programs. And they will not only support those students with tuition, books, fees, they also allow those students to work on site at their facility for 15 to 20 hours a week and pay them a very nice hourly wage. And the hope, of course, is that once those students complete their education at the college, that they will go to work with Cummins. They will continue on with their 4-year degree if that's their desire. And we have other companies who have now started those work-study scholarship programs with us as well. Cava Ilco is one of those. And we're so appreciative of the support, and the students most certainly are appreciative of that support, because what better way to know, to get an education and know that's what you want to do right here in Nash County. And you may want to speak about the specific 8 IM Academy scholarships.
Exactly, and just to kind of go along with that, even if it isn't a work-study scholarship program,
right,
the employee should look actually at, talk to their human resources department, because it's called tuition reimbursement. And a lot of them have this educational thing that if it's not a set program, that they do have tuition reimbursement. But getting to the advanced manufacturing IAM scholarships, we now have 8. Once again, Cummins Rocky Mount Engine Plant always comes to the table, kind of putting their money where their mouth is. And then they said, we'd like to promote the seniors having, there's 8 $1,000 scholarships available for IAM students. And so it's a great way for these students to get involved with the IAM Academy, which is at the high school. And the way they get the scholarship is points. They get a point for being the IAM Academy. They get points for their GPA. They get points for classes that they can take while they're in high school and going to Nash.
That's amazing. And as you said, while Rocky Mount Engine Plant Cummins has certainly stepped up to the table, others are right at the table. Yes. And with Industrial Advanced Manufacturing monthly meetings, that's one place where business and industry can get involved. How can other companies in the area who might hear about the advanced manufacturing work that Nash is doing in partnership with our schools, if they want to get involved, how can they become involved? Wendy, what's a good point of contact for becoming involved?
Will or Wendy. Okay. We had this internal joke. We probably won't say that, but either one of us, they can contact the college directly, or certainly our information I think will be scrolling at the bottom of the screen, and so you can contact either one of us. And we invite you to come tour our advanced manufacturing lab. We have a state-of-the-art, multi-million-dollar facility. We've been lucky to be the recipients of several grants over the past couple of 3 years, to the tune of probably over $5 million, which has allowed us to invest in significant equipment. The equipment that companies use, sometimes our equipment honestly is better than what the companies have, and they come to us to train on that equipment, and then they make decisions to purchase that equipment at their site based on our training. So we invite any organization, company, individual to come tour our advanced manufacturing site, and you can do that by contacting either Will or myself.
Where there's a Will, there's a way. Where there's a Wendy, there's a way.
All
So-
right, that sounds good. Thank you so much, Will and Wendy, for joining us today representing Nash Community College, and we appreciate all of the work you're doing for this community in partnership with our schools. And students, if you're interested in industrial advanced manufacturing, see your guidance counselor or your career development counselor at your high school. For parents, if you would like additional information specifically about the nice scholarships that you've heard today, please have your student contact that counselor, or you feel comfortable in going directly to the school and speaking with a counselor. And for Nash Community College and other business in the industry who are already supporting our industrial and advanced manufacturing programs, we thank you. And for those who would like to get involved, feel free to contact either STEP or Nash Community College, Will or Wendy, and we'll have their information. Thank you for joining us today.